Lord of the Rings is back, baby. I'm just kidding. This movie's trash.
No! No!
Hey everyone, welcome to another review. Welcome to my review for Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, the movie I was actually very much looking forward to. This is an animated movie about the story of Helm Hammerhead and the legendary battle during his reign as King of Rohan. The movie takes place more than 200 years before the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and this is an animated, epic action-adventure story. And the movie is directed by Kenji Yamahama, the director of the movie stars Miranda Odo and Brian Cox as Helm Hammerhead. The movie everyone was probably looking forward to because it's the story of Helm Hammerhead. If you're familiar with J.R.R. Tolkien's writing and the legends of the king of Helm Hammerhead and the war, and like he was a brutal king and he was like the savior of Rohan and all that shit, and he had a lot of children. He did have a daughter named Hera, which they don't really talk about. But the movie's like, you know what, fuck all that. Let's talk only mostly about her. Let's not talk about the Helm Hammerhead story, the story that everyone wants to know, everyone wants to see put on screen, and they forego all of that and just talk about Hera and her story and her struggle of being a woman in the Hammerhead family. And that was a choice. That was a choice. Stupid choice, but a choice. This movie sucks. Simple as that. Just gonna lay that out there. Simple, blunt, right to the point. Obviously, all opinion. Some people might watch this movie and love it. Think it's great. Die-hard Lord of the Rings fans might love it. They seem to love Rings of Power. That's a garbage show, but some diehards love that shit. That's fine. You have at it. Honestly, if you're a Rings of Power fan, you probably will like this crap too, because this is nothing like J.R.R. Tolkien's writing, and this is nowhere near the quality of the Jackson films, or even the Jackson Hobbit films. This is just bad storytelling, mediocre animation, terrible action scenes, and a boring, dull story with a boring, dull protagonist. It's cool to hear Miranda Odo again as Eowyn, but that's like nothing in this movie. Brian Cox is an awesome voice actor to play Helm Hammerhead. He's not a big focus of the story. They don't make him very interesting like they do in the books. And again, it's all focused on Hera's story and how she's the savior and all the shit that she does. It's not very canon with the story in the Middle-earth story. It goes its own way in its own direction because, it's gotta, just like Rings of Power does. That's definitely not canon with Tolkien's writing. The purists, the Tolkien purists, are going to hate almost everything about this movie. Understandably, because this movie knows nothing about Tolkien's writing, but even if it didn't go right with Tolkien and his writing, the movie still could have been interesting and done well and just be compelling and epic. It's neither one of those things. The animation looked really cool from the trailers because it's very much similar to like all of these Netflix shows that we're seeing, these animated shows, kind of like the He-Man show and Blood of Zeus and stuff, and the Dragon Prince. And this probably would have looked a lot better as a show, not as a full-length feature movie. Going to see this in the theater, this animation doesn't really hold up quality-wise like other animated films this year, like Wild Robot and even Transformers 1. It's not good, and it's just, the story doesn't flow properly. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. You feel that length. It's super boring. The action is not exciting or epic. Like just what Jackson did with the sequences and the battle sequences were just so epic. It just you felt like you were in those battles, and you can do more with animation. There's so much you can do with animation because there's no actors or extras. You can just animate it, and just it feels so small and just it feels like there's no stakes. And just, I don't know, I was watching this movie and just I felt like there was not enough tension and not enough build up or stakes to it. And there's a lot going on, and it's just not interesting or compelling. And to me, it just doesn't work. I was disappointed, to say the least. I don't know, just I expected a lot from this movie because it has the title of The Lord of the Rings. So I don't know what to say other than don't see it. Like, there's a lot of shit coming out. Go see Nosferatu. Go see, I don't know, even Wicked. Go see that if you want to take your family to see something. And if you want to watch something like action related, fuck, I don't know. See something, anything with this. I just can't possibly recommend it. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. I'm almost forgetting the title. It's a 4 out of 10 for me. I'm not a fan. Didn't like it. Don't see it. Also in this review, I'm just going to talk briefly about a movie I also saw. I just don't have time to make a video for it because not a lot to say. That's the movie Flow. I saw that, and it was great. I loved it. I thought it was beautifully animated. I love that there's like no dialogue. It does like the red turtle thing and just its visual storytelling through its animation. It just relies heavily on the animators to tell a very visual story. It's got a cat. Instantly sells me right there. A black cat. I love the animals, the journey these animals go on. I thought it was beautiful. The music was beautiful. The animation was beautiful. The story, the simplistic story, was very beautiful too. In it really has a deep message to it as well. And it was definitely one of my favorite animated films. I'm glad I watched that after The Lord of the Rings. It cheered me up a little bit. I could have made a whole video just about that, but there's just not a lot for me to say about the movie other than it's just very good and people should go see it. So 9 out of 10 for Flow. Super good movie. Go see that. Don't see Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim is a terrible ass piece of shit movie. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Are you a fan of the story? Are you a fan of Tolkien's writing? And if you are, what is something J.R.R. Tolkien wrote that you want to see come to the big screen or even come to television? Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the dark side.